Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. Today we're continuing our Enterprise D build with Pack 7. This thing is coming along wonderfully. Loving it. Now, Pack 7 comes with a free gift. I got this shirt. Look at that thing. Now, I would be wearing it, except for a couple of problems. One, I ordered an extra large. This is not an extra large. At best, that's a large, possibly even a medium, though there's no indication on the shirt anywhere to say what size it is. Second, well, they took so long to get this to me that I have sadly grown horizontally. I'm trying to slim down, but that's going to take some time. So this does not fit, at least for now, but it's got an excellent design, and I look forward to the day, hopefully, that it does. In the meantime, we can continue building our model, so why don't we get into it? All right, y'all, so here are the parts that we get with stage 23. We have deck panel U204. We have 10 escape pod covers, some dark windows, no clear ones this time, and another battery box cover. All right, with some screws. All right, some of you may remember that we had to steal the batteries from this the last time around and put them into the Battle Bridge battery box. Well, now we are putting them back. So we're going to put 3 new batteries into our battery box here. We're going to take our brand new battery box cover and get that in place. And then we do have a new battery box screw, which will also go in place. So let me go ahead and get all of this in. There we go. And screwed down, and we will go from there. And there we go. Look at that. I've even tested the circuit to make sure it is all good, and it is fully functional. All right, let's see what's next. All right, next up, this is going to be very, very simple. We're going to take our deck panel here. We need 9 escape pod hatches and 3 dark windows, and it's pretty obvious where all of those go. So let me go ahead and get those in place. I'll show you what it looks like in the end. And there we are. Look at that. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, this is upside down again, our wonderful saucer structure here. And we're going to take the panel we just built, and that is going to go on the right side right here. And the upper hole here is going to get a BM screw to hold it in place for the next step. All right, there we go. Now, with that in place, what we're going to want to do is, on these 2 cables from previous stages, there are some loose light bulbs, and those are going to go into these 2 slots. So let's go ahead and get those in place. All right, should look like that when you're done. And we've got EM screws for these posts by the reflectors, and there's 4 of them, and 5 more BM screws for those holes to hold the whole panel in place. So let's go ahead and get everything screwed in. And there you go. Don't forget to test your lights. And there it is. Our lights are fully functional. This is looking great. And that actually completes stage 23. So a nice, easy beginning to pack 7 here. All right, here are the pieces we get with stage 24. We have deck panel U104, reflector panel U104A, U104A1. We have more escape pod hatches. We've got some clear and dark windows. We have 2 separate LEDs. Both of them are called deck panel lights. However, one only has a single LED on it. The other is like the rest we've done with 2. And we have the left neck bracket. Nice. And of course we have some screws. Alrighty, we're gonna kick things off with the left neck bracket here. So we're gonna bring out the battle section. I'm gonna flip this thing over and some stickers got caught on it. All right, now this left neck bracket here is basically gonna go on like this. Let's see if I can find out where it all goes. Yeah, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 posts here, and there should be a 4th way up here. Okay, and this will just sit in like this and make sure all of the wires are inside, except for, of course, this light here. So this should all go in nice and neat. For these 3 lower holes, we're going to use BM screws, and for this upper one, we're going to use the FM screw. So let's go ahead and get those in. All right, and there it is. Look at that beautiful thing. This is coming along. All right, let's set this to the side and get to the rest. For this next section, I'm sure you guys know the drill. We need 8 escape pod hatches, 4 dark windows, 8 clear windows, and our deck plate here. So I will go ahead and get these in as per the instructions. As far as the windows go, you do you. And this is the layout as per the instructions. All right, let's see what's next. Alrighty, we're gonna kick things off with the reflector panel labeled A1, and it's only got 1 LED slot. And that is gonna slot in right over here. Just like that. Now we're gonna take the cable that's got 2 LEDs. The one with the yellow and black is gonna slot in here, just like that, and 4 EM screws to hold it in place. All right, should look a little something like this. Gonna bend this up a bit to get it out of the way. And now we're gonna bring out the other reflector panel here, and that will slot in just like this. Our red and blue LED is going to go into here. Just like that. And our cable with the with the solo LED is going to go in the other side. Just like that, and 4 more EM screws to hold everything in place. Look at that, beautiful. As always, nice little test to make sure it's all fully functional before we move on. All right, I'm trying something a little different. I've folded all of these leads up like this to kind of keep them out of the way and see if that helps with assembly. Okay, so this is gonna slot in right here. And it looks like our double cable here is going to go into this hole. And our single cable is going to go into this hole. Just like that. So let me get this in. There we go. Look at that. Looking beautiful. And on the back side, we're going to be using 2 BM screws to affix it. So let me get this in. And those BM screws will go here and here. All right, look at that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely spectacular. We'll give this thing one more little test just to make sure it's still working and we didn't bust anything assembling it. Nope, that light is on. And let's see here. Yep, those lights are on as well. Look at that. All right. And that, my friends, ends stage 24. Let's see what's next. And here are the parts we get with stage 25. We have deck panel U307. We have reflector panel U307A. 3 more escape pod covers, more clear windows, more dark windows. We have the right neck bracket. Nice. We have some more deck panel lights and a whole bunch of screws. All right. I'm sure you guys know the drill by now. All 3 escape pods, 20 clear windows, 10 dark windows. Let me get all these in and I will show you the final result. And there we go. That is the layout as per the instructions. All right, next up, we're gonna take our reflector panel and that is gonna sit on here much like this. And in this slot here, we're gonna take the yellow-white LED here and that will slot right in. And then we're gonna secure the whole thing with 3 BP screws. All right, look at that. Awesome. All right, so this panel is gonna go right there. I'm gonna go ahead and bend this up because this cable here is gonna come right through this gap, just like this. All right, there we go, look at that. Nice, neat fit. And then we will use 1 DP screw right here to hold it in place. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna take this unused LED, we're gonna bring it around and it's gonna come back in here to this slot. So let's get that done. All right, just like that. And right here, 1 more DP screw to hold it in place. And there we go. And as always, connector up for another little test. Look at that, beautiful. And we are ready to move on. All right, now we're gonna put in this last neck brace. But before we do, couple important notes. Number 1, all of the cables, except of course, this power button, are all gonna have to come in through the center here, okay? And you're gonna want them to come out kind of at the lower end, especially below that screw hole there. Number 2, this green and yellow LED that is currently unplaced is actually gonna go right here, facing forward. And we're gonna try and trap it in there with the other side. So that should come like this. We'll do a little creative maneuvering. Okay, just like that, as best we can. And then this will come in to hold all of the cables and that in place. Okay, should look a bit like this when you're done. You might be able to squeeze some of these cables in there a little more, but before I go and try that, I want to get this thing secured. And we're gonna use 3 BM screws here, 1 FM screw up here, and then on this side, in this screw hole, there's going to be an AM screw. So a total of 5 screws to hold this whole thing together. So let me go ahead and get those in. All right. There we go. We've got our LED shining bright right there. Our frame is in place. I did do a little bit of cable management, but I left as much slack as I could for the power switch because I don't know exactly where that's going to go yet. But look at this beauty. That is gorgeous. And that completes step 25. Stage 25, and we're ready to move on to the final stage of this pack. And here are the parts for stage 26, the final stage in pack 7. We have deck panel U306, as well as the reflector panel to go with it, some clear and dark windows. We have some more deck panel lights. This is another dual LED string and some screws. All right, this is gonna start off just like all the rest. We need 16 clear and 14 dark windows. I will go ahead and fill this out as per the instructions. As far as the windows go, you do you. And there you have it. That is the layout as per the instructions. All right. Okay, now we're gonna put the reflector on just as we have a bunch of times before, but this is a little bit different. If you take a look, this one here has that angle right there. So you're gonna wanna get the LED in first. And we're gonna use the red and black LED here. Just push that in and then bend the cables appropriately so that they come out the side, much like that. And then we'll put it on and we'll attach it with 3 BP screws. All right, just like that. All right, so this one's gonna attach exactly the way the one from stage 25 did, and in fact, right next to it. So we're gonna push the cable through this hole. just like that. We'll bring this up, DP screw here, remaining LED will come around this and into this section, and one more DP screw to secure it all in place. So should be fairly easy. We have definitely done this before. And there it is, fully assembled and looking pretty spectacular, wouldn't you say? Awesome. And there we go. That is the end of pack 7 here. I know on the saucer it may not look like much, but I've put this in to highlight the sections that we added in this pack. And I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. And over here, we've got this beautiful neck frame to showcase our progress. Absolutely spectacular. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.